Among all of research conducted globally on what promotes learning success, there is arguably no skill more valuable for us to learn than the ability to proactively manage our learning process. Metacognition refers to the process of awareness and reflection over one's learning ability with the intention of gaining control over one's learning. It translates to beyond or above thinking and is an important attribute shared by successful learners. However, achieving the level of control that allows for knowledge acquisition and application is directly related to making healthy judgments or predictions about the task in hand. Metacognition is a critical skill for sophisticated learners, and just like other cognitive skills, it is malleable when targeted properly. Metacognition refers to the knowledge and awareness of various components of learning, personal strengths and weaknesses, the task at hand, and effective learning strategies, as well as the ability to regulate the learning process based on this knowledge. Some learners have metacognitive knowledge and awareness, but they do not have the skills to act on this awareness. For example, a student may be aware of the fact that they do not know the material for the test, perhaps even painfully aware, but they lack the cognitive or metacognitive skills to properly produce the necessary behaviors. This can lead to frustration. It is therefore critical to develop both metacognitive awareness and metacognitive regulation in our students. On the other hand, if the student has a cognitive weakness that is contributing to a learning difficulty, then there is only so much that metacognition can do. In this case, we use cognitive skills to refer to other cognitive skills essential to learning, such as attention, working memory, processing speed, executive function, encoding and retrieval, among others. Raising metacognition, while desirable and necessary, may be insufficient for some students who also need support strengthening their ability to learn using these various cognitive skills. Those learners benefit from programs that are designed around their cognitive profile to target and strengthen the appropriate skills, which is what COGx individual programs have done since 2010. However, when cognitive skills do not inhibit learning, metacognitive skills become the defining difference between sophisticated and unsophisticated learners. For example, a student may have a strong memory but fail to do well on tests because they did not study properly. Here, a student's lack of knowledge and awareness, or judgments of learning, may be the culprit, yet they often attribute the blame to the test or to the educator. This explains why it is critical to address both cognitive and metacognitive domains, and to do so in a comprehensive way that takes the student's unique cognitive profile into account. Data scientist John Hattie's research on over 25 years examines performance indicators and evaluation in education. The aim of his research is to focus on the factors that have the greatest impact on education and student outcomes. The meta-analysis he conducted across 95,000 studies involving 300 million students internationally, the largest project of its kind ever. It uncovered what really makes a difference in learning. John Hattie found that metacognitive strategies are among the most impactful strategies analyzed among hundreds evaluated. In other words, few things can improve learning more for a student than developing their metacognition. Two prominent researchers in the field of cognitive science, Professors Robert Bjork and Professor Elizabeth Bjork from the University of California in Los Angeles at UCLA, whom COGx has had the privilege of partnering with over the years, have been demonstrating the impact that metacognitive skills such as self-monitoring and self-regulation have in learning. In their research and clinical work, learning is defined as an ongoing, silent communication between knowledge and regulation. How well do I know this? Should I study it again? When and how do I know that I know this? The awareness to these questions will vary based on one's particular knowledge about personal strengths and weaknesses, techniques and strategies for learning, goals and context, and other pertinent variables. But the approach remains the same. Metacognitive regulation during learning and problem solving includes the ability to plan, monitor, control, and access behaviors in reference to a goal.